Ask ChatGPT, if you were the devil, and maybe you are, if you were the devil, what would you do? And the answer that came back at me shook me in my shoes. I wouldn't waste my time trying to get you to worship me. No, I just convince you not to worship God at all. I'd tell you truth is relative. Your truth, my truth, until nobody knows which way is up. I'd whisper, as long as you're happy, it's right. I'd keep you busy. Too busy for prayer, too busy for church, too busy for crew. I'll put that one in. Too busy to ask eternal questions. I'd fill your hands with a phone so you'd never have time to fold them in prayer. I'd break families, get fathers absent, marriages bitter, and kids confused. If I can fracture the home, I can fracture the future. I'd divide the church, petty arguments, comparison, offense, celebrity culture. If I can get Christians fighting each other, they'll never fight me. I'd desensitize you. I'd glamorize sin in movies, normalize it in music, laugh at it in comedy, and celebrate it in culture until what once shocked you now entertains you. I'd attack your identity. I'd make you question who you are, where you belong, and whether you matter. I'd whisper shame so loud you can't hear God's voice of love. And through it all, I wouldn't even try to prove I exist. My greatest trick is to convince you I'm not real. Because if you don't believe I'm real, you'll never resist.
Wow, that was loaded. Let's talk about it a little bit. It said, I just convince you not to worship God at all. Paganism, Wicca, Voodoo. They don't name a specific God that they worship. Even the Church of Satan claims that they don't worship Satan. But as is made very clear here in this video, if you're not worshiping God, you're worshiping Satan. It made a point about the truth. As long as you're happy, it's right. We can connect this to politics, can't we? So many issues in politics that we as a society endorse, but God does not approve of. I'd fill your hands with a phone so you'd never have time to fold them in prayer. That was a deep phrase right there. We as a society are so addicted to these smartphones. And it's only going to get worse. Apps are doing all they can, especially social media apps, to keep you coming back and to keep you online. It's been said that social media platforms use methods similar to the gambling industry to keep you on. Snapchat streaks, scrolling through reels, suggested videos based on videos that we watched or liked or saved, message notifications, getting tagged in a photo, other notifications, all of these things just pull us back in. Next thing you know, an hour or two goes by. I challenge you, whoever's watching this, I challenge you each morning, before you open Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, your emails, a news app, TikTok, text messages, spend some time with God. And then make time with God the last thing you do before your head hits the pillow at night. Another quote from that video, I divide the church. Again, politics are partly to blame for this. More and more politics are slipping into the pulpit. And that's a dangerous thing because preachers are preaching to a congregation that is a variety of political stances. And then it said, I desensitize you. Oh, ain't that the truth? I've talked about this in another video. In the span of 60 years, pop song lyrics have gone from talking about holding hands to full-out explicit descriptions of sex. And we got there gradually over the years. Music videos, same thing. In the early years, shots of bands, dancers, and singers. More modern examples, a lap dance of the devil, lesbian kissing, rappers posed as Jesus on the cross, sexual intercourse, stripping. Movies and TV shows, same thing. We're seeing a lot more gay representation, a lot more nods to Satanism. And then that last sentence: if you don't believe I'm real, you'll never resist. That and just turning a blind eye to really how deep Satan's influence is on society. Satan is real, and he is very busy. Be vigilant.